Hi everyone, welcome back to my shop and of course to my channel and videos. Okay, today on my table some Makita Angle grinder. It's a 9565 CVR with variable speed, so it's a very good angle grinder. I really like it as a tool, as a model of this. Of course it's a little bit too big for some hands, so for smaller hand of course, but it's really a good model. Okay, the customer is complaining that this tool it's shaking and not working with all the power, so I think it's 99% that it's an armature fault. So I will try to turn it on to test that. Of course I will use the lowest speed and turn it on. You can hear that it's working not very good. I can hear how it sparks inside, so we need to remove the back cover. It's a P2 head screw. Okay, removing it. What we can see now, we can see the armature. Okay, one of the questions in the comments was how to check the armature in the field. So you can do that just inspecting it visually with your eyes. For example, now I will turn it on the lowest speed, of course, safety glasses, unless you wear glasses. So okay, so now it works on the lowest speed. You can see it's no spark here. Then I'm making it faster. Okay, when it was working on a full speed, it was a lot of sparks here, so that means it's definitely working, not sure that is. Okay, not sure it was to work. Okay, now it's one of the way. Now we know that the armature is bad. Okay, for example, if you don't want to disassemble it, but you want to test the field, you can do that in a way. For this, of course, grinder, for many others. Okay, I will remove the carbon brushes. Okay, we can see how the armature looks. It looks not good. We have damage here. So, okay. Remove the carbon brushes and I will explain the future steps. Okay, we can see from the carbon brush they are almost new, but the armature is bad. Okay, of course the tool can sparkle if the carbon brushes is to the end or they are ended. Okay, now going back to the field. For this field we have the 4 wires, and for almost all fields and almost all tools we have the 4 wires. Okay, so 2 wires going to the carbon brush. Now they are black. Okay, I'm disconnecting them, and we have 2 red wires going to the controller unit and going to the switch. Okay, I will disconnect it. So we can see now that the windings go like this here. So this one red must have a resistance with this black. So I will try to measure the resistance. Okay, so you will be here. Okay, of course it will load slowly because it's a I don't know, it's not very good multimeter. Okay, it's going down and down and down and down. You can take the coffee in this time. Okay, it stops on 18.4. Okay, Yeah, it still drops. Okay, but we know it's about 17, 18. Okay. So now we can do the same with the other side of the field. So both sides must be the same, almost the same. Sometimes if a big different or it's no resistance on a winding, so it's bad. You need to check it why it is like that. Okay, sorry, released it. We'll start again from the beginning. Okay, it's not falling down for some reasons. Okay, I'll try it again. Now it shows 1.5. Okay, it's more realistic than in the beginning. Okay, so now I will measure it again. You fucker. Okay, 1.5. So it's the same on both sides. Okay, so sorry for that. Yeah, it must be about, I don't know, for the angle grinder, maybe it's a maximum of 3 ohms, maybe 4 on some tools. Okay, so yeah, it's don't buy this shit. I really don't like it. Okay, so now I can connect it back. So the red one goes to the switch. Okay, the black one goes to the carbon brush holder. Okay, now the red one goes here, controller unit. The black one on the carbon brush holder. Okay, so what we know now about this grinder, that the cord is working, the switch is working, the controller unit is working, the armature is bad, the field is good. So now we need to check the gears, of course. Okay, it's a 4 screws here. They are holding the shaft with a bevel gear. Okay, just lifting it up. Okay, it's a o-ring here, just make sure it's not damaged, it's good. Okay, we can see that it's not a lot of grease here. Okay, normally it's enough for that grease, but I'm putting a little bit more when I'm repairing the tool like this. Okay, so now we can check if the S is moving or not. Now it's moving a little bit, so it's not more than a half millimeter to the one side, so it's normal. Okay, what we can do now, we can unscrew the 4 screws here. They are holding the gear housing with the motor housing together. Okay. So now we have them separate. Of course, if you want, you can do that very, very good job and put some grease here. Of course, the grease is sold in smaller bottles. Okay, I will not put a lot of grease here, because really don't need to be a lot of grease, because it's going all around when the tool is working. Okay, and I will put the gear back. Of course, align the holes here for the screws. Okay, I will screw it. For the holes aligning, I'm doing the very simple trick, I don't know, just getting all screws inside, of course not into the end. Okay, now I can screw them till the end. Okay, so and it's aligned. You can see the gear is moving inside. Okay, so forgot this shit. Now the armature. Okay, I just pull it out. It's a dust cover. Okay, we can see anything special, really special to look at the armature. Of course, I can see it here, but I don't know if you will be able to see that on a camera. Okay, I think not. Okay, so, but we know that the armature is bad because it's sparkling. Okay, now about old and new armature. Okay, new armature with a code. Okay, new armature comes like this. Okay, you can see that they are pretty the same. Of course, this one is new one, this one is old one. Okay, so we need to replace the magnet with holding ring and a flat washer here. So I'm removing the holding ring with a utility knife. Then the magnet goes just out, taking it out. Of course, the flat washer is holding on the magnet. The magnet is holding the flat washer. Okay, so now we have the gear here and a spring. It's a super joint system for Makita. You can, I don't know, you can see it on YouTube how it works. So it's pretty simple. You tighten in the nut and the gear on a shaft. The spring holds the gear with the shaft together, and when the load is too big, they just spin on the AC. So okay, sometimes but not often, it happens that it spins so much times that the armature AC is worn out. So then you need to change the armature and recommended the spring. So okay, now we can unscrew the nut. So I think it's a M8. Okay, sorry, M10. Okay, it's then normally it's not tightened very hard, so you can unscrew it with your hand. Okay, so going the nut and then flat washer. Okay, so now you can try to pull out the gear. Of course, you will not see that normally. So what I found, one of the easiest way to remove it is to use the screwdriver. Of course, so yeah, I'm always using the screwdriver or the hammer. It's the best tools. Okay, so it's a gap here between the spring and the housing or the holding ring. Okay, so just putting in the screwdriver, spinning the armature around and lifting the spring out. It really goes easy. So okay, now taking the bigger screwdriver and lifting it out. Of course, you can use the ball bearing remover or something, but I think it's the easiest way. Okay, so now it's removed. As you can see, the gear is pressed in the spring, inside the spring. So, and till the half, and the other half goes here on the armature. We can see some rods here or something. Okay, it's not a big problem. Okay, now we have the holding ring here. We need to remove it. I will do that with the pliers. Okay, I really need a new pliers. Okay. Okay, it's pissing me off. Okay, but I'm too lazy to get a new pliers, so okay. I will try to take it out with a finger and a pliers, so just stretching the ring and trying to get it out. Okay, we'll use the screwdriver Of course you can remove it with a screwdriver. It's I think it's not a problem, but it's easier to do that with the pliers if you have normal pliers for the rings like that. Okay, so I lifted it a little bit. Now the pliers will be good. Okay, so the ring is removed. Now about the armature. Okay, if you need to save the armature, you can remove it on a hydraulic press or put this housing on a vise and then hit it with a hammer. Now I will try to do that just by holding on a hand and hitting with a hammer. Okay. So, did that. Just don't forget the flat washer here, because it's almost important. Okay, so the flat washer goes here. Now, this one goes up. Of course, it's a ball bearing. Here I'm installing the new armature. Now, it's of course you can press it on a press, try it to the vise. Okay, but one of the simpler way to do that is to use the almost any head. Okay, just make sure that the head is hitting not to the ceiling here. Normally it must hit to the inner ring here. I will try this head. I don't know if I will break something. It will be a good fail video. Okay, it's a ball bearing left here. Okay. Yeah, I got it well, really well. Okay, yeah, I'm a great guy. Okay. So now, of course, when it's in, just make sure that the gap for the holding ring is out here. Here the ball bearing. So, okay, now we need to put a ring here. Okay, just stretching it and pressing it down. Okay, make sure that the ring is in a gap on the armature assy. Okay, now goes the gear with a spring. Okay, you will not put them on with your fingers, so just you can use again the head for the. Okay, it's no matter what head, you can hit it with almost any head. Okay, just don't hit very hard, because it just don't need a lot of power. Okay, so as you can see, it's the gear top is the same with a flat surface on the assy. So putting the flat washer is very important, really important, because if you will not put a flat washer on, you will screw the nut and will I don't know, over screw it and you will break it. So it's really not good. Okay, so now just tightening the armature. Okay, don't use a lot of force, but of course not, I don't know, not too less and not too much. Okay, so what we have now, we have the flat washer here from the magnet. Survey flat washer. Okay, then goes the magnet, and of course the holding ring. Just pressing it on with my fingers. Okay, you can see that it's here. Okay, so now what I not told you, it's a rubber inside here, rubber ring, I think. Okay, I will take it out from the housing. Almost all times it's left on the housing. Okay, so this rubber must to be soft here and hard here, of course not worn out, cracked or something, and you need to install it on the ball bearing. Check how it spins. It must spin easily. Okay, now we will start to assemble it. Okay, just make sure that the field is tightened good, because sometimes from using it, it's just getting loose. Okay, inserting the dust cover, inserting the armature. It's no matter, you will insert this or this. Okay, so now putting on the gear housing. Okay, how to remember how it must be? The switch is here, this one looks to the left. The easiest way. Okay. Now I need a proper bit for this one. Okay, I will just get it tighten a little bit. Okay. Okay, so now just make sure that it spins easily. Now we can install the carbon brushes. Putting it in, lifting the spring, connecting the wire. Okay, second brush. Okay, so make sure again that it spins. You can see that the carbon brushes is starting to touch the commutator here, where is the black marks. Okay, so now we can try to turn it on. Of course, make the lowest speed. Safety glasses. Turning it on. And okay, checking how it works. You can see it's no spark here. Okay, as we can see, it's no sparks from the commutator where the carbon brushes touch it. So definitely it was the armature fault. Okay, I will leave it for maybe for the next video. Okay, so now we can put the back cover. Of course, screw the screw in. Okay, and now we can test it again without safety glasses. So, yeah. Okay. So the tool is working. It's very good. Okay. So as you can see, it's really. I think it's easy repair. You can, I don't know, if not making a video, you easily can do that on 10 minutes by disassembling, replacing and assembling it again, because it's really fast repair. Okay, so thank you for watching. This was a Makita Angle grinder. It's a 1.4 kilowatts, so it's a powerful angle grinder with variable speed. Okay, I changed the armature, put some grease inside, and that's all. Okay, thank you for watching. Please subscribe to my channels. Of course, waiting for your comments and suggestions. And see you in my next videos. Bye.